We're live. We're live. We're live. We're live. Good morning, everybody. How we're doing this morning? Good morning. We're here. We're in the market. We're seeing what's going on already because it's already going already. Yes, it is. We're already going already. Market's already moving because we've got some data that popped out at 8:30. Anytime there's data, CPI, inflation data, all the things, then that makes the market move it. We want to move it. The market gets to moving it, and then all that is what happens. Basically, it starts to moving. We watch it move, see how it's gonna move, see what we can get with the move. All that's what happens. That's what's happening, basically, right? So this is SPX 500 we're looking at. Hey, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. I'm just looking at the chart right now as we wait for all the platforms to invite the people to our conversation. You know, we having a conversation, and anytime we have a conversation, we got to wait and let all the people get invited into the conversation. So we might as well just talk about some stuff that we see while we're at the conversation. Hey, Carla. Come on in and let's you can just listen while you they say whistle while you work. You can listen while you work. Just listen to what's happening, right? Whew. As soon as this call start up, I get hot. Let me turn on a fan down here on my feet. Okay, so yeah, the microphone is in use. Thank you. We had CPI data that came out at 8:30, about 17 minutes ago. You see we had a big old pop that went on after that. We'll talk about those results here in a minute. Hello, Miss Littlefield. How are you? We'll see what those results were, but so far they're looking like they were good results, even though I think it was like a 0.1 or something like that. I did look to see. It's Wednesday, hump day in the morning, seeing what the market has to offer. Good morning, everybody. Denise, hey, good morning, Denise. All right, let's go ahead with our show. VIX is at 16.94. It is down 0.1, which is, relatively flat. Let me refresh it and see if anything happens once we refresh it. It's the same. 16.94 is the VIX, right? Basically flat from where it was. Consumer prices rise less than expected in May. Investors were watching closely for signs the cost of Trump's tariffs are driving up the prices for consumers. So they rose a little bit less than they were expected to rise, which I guess is a good thing. Prices aren't rising as much as we thought they would rise. U.S. stock rise after CPI comes in a little cool. U.S.-China deal is tiny but gets the negativity out. Musk says he regrets some Trump post. They went too far. I have lots to say about that, but I won't. Anytime you got two people who have really big egos deciding they're going to use their fingers to fight, then you get what you get. And you realize really quick that one person has a bigger set of fingers or a bigger bat or a bigger whatever they use or they're using to gauge their manhood. Yeah, you find out real quick who's got the bigger one of those, and somebody has to back down. When we play chicken, somebody's got to decide, anytime you play chicken, somebody pulls off first. That's how this is going pretty much. The biggest IPOs look a lot like the biggest stocks in the market. Trump says the U.S.-China framework is done. I don't know about done. I think that done, questionable. Google offers buyouts to staff in latest round of cost cutting. Oh, they're going to let some people decide they're going to run for the hills. U.S. mortgage applications jump to refinance or purchase a home. That's interesting. That's a very big thing. And the interest rates are still such that they are, but people still selling houses. I mean, we have a real estate agent that's a friend of ours, and she stay busy. She stay busy selling and buying houses. So people still moving around in that space. Platinum hits the highest in over 4 years amid tariff fears, and General Motors to invest $4 billion to ramp up U.S. production. Yep, bring it all back home. That's what they want you to do anyway. Bring the productions right back into America. Inflation rose slightly last month. Trump says China will supply rare earths, U.S. to allow students something, something. I'm not going to even click into it to see what's going on. Okay. I'm good there. Let's move on to the next thing. CNBC, we're green across the board as far as our futures go. Make this bigger so everybody can see, including me. Dow futures up 137, S&P futures up 27, NASDAQ futures up 120, oil is green, and 10-year bonds are red. Stock futures jump after tame inflation reports. U.S. inflation rises 0.1% in May from prior month. It was less than expected. And stock futures jump after the tame inflation reports. All righty. Then we got Elon Musk said he regrets some of his stuff he put on social media. Trump says China will supply rare earths in the done deal. That done is in quotes. I don't know about something being done. Maybe we're, moving real close forward, but done is questionable. Wednesday, which is today, we've got core CPI data. Let me refresh this because these numbers should be in here by now. 0.1, 0.1, and 2.4. They thought it would be 0.3%, but it came in at 0.1. Thought it would be 0.2 on the month over month. It was 0.1. Thought it would be 2.5% on year over year. It was 2.4. So I guess these are good. They show red, but these seem like they're good numbers. Crude oil inventories is coming up at 10:30. 10-year bond auction. Ding, ding, ding. They're showing this as a yellow folder. It's definitely an orange and probably a red folder. The last time a 10-year bond auction came through, it tanked the market. Okay, so definitely don't play this light like it's gonna be a yellow, in terms of volatility. That 10-year bond auction caused some major volatility in the market the last time it came through. So just be ready, especially for us zero DTE folks. We need to be prepared for this 1 o'clock to have some response, for the market to have some response on that 10-year bond auction. All right. Don't let them play you close like that. And the federal budget balance is happening at 2 o'clock. All right. So just be mindful of those things. All righty. Investing.com is just sometimes they have stuff over here that Forex Factory doesn't have. So we've got the 830 things, which was CPI, came out. Crude oil inventories at 10:30. See, they show 3 stars right here. Over on Forex Factory, it showed it as a yellow folder. Over here, it says 3 stars. Yep, exactly. It's got a lot more pressure, a lot more happening with volatility than none. And then the 10-year bond auction, 10-year note auction, here it says 3 stars as well. 3 stars here, you see high volatility expected. Investing.com knows some stuff. 3 stars is really what it does. It incurs high volatility. It doesn't we don't just blip on the market or, when this happens. That 10-year note auction causes a little bit of a ruckus. So just know that's coming up at 1 o'clock today. The federal budget balance is a 2-star, which is moderate volatility. That's at 2 o'clock. All right. So if you're doing zero DTE, keep that in mind. Hey, Tanya, keep that in mind. Okay. Let's go look at Adam's numbers. We can do that. Well, let's go look at yesterday's stuff before we go look at Adam's numbers. And we may even let's go to earnings before I even go there. Let's see what earnings we had. Come on, Cletus. I had you all set up and ready to go. You were all set up and ready. Yep. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on, come on. SPX. All righty. This is what SPX looked like yesterday. This is the 15-minute chart. We opened yesterday at 6,009. We did our little movement. We went up as high as 6,024, dropped back. We had this massive drop at 11:30 out of nowhere. Whoop, and then it recovered quickly, but it dropped right through the gap because there was a pre-market gap that was created. when with the open, because we gapped up the open, but this drop right here dropped right back through it. Whew, a good thing I was not watching because I had a credit spread down here. I would have been super nervous, but I wasn't paying attention, so I missed the whole drop and stop, drop, and roll. I missed all of it. Turns out it was a good thing that I missed it, but I can take this gap off of my chart now, but that was that pre-market gap. And then it took off and ran on up some more, went up as high as 6,034, pulled back again, right to the same spot almost, to that 6,016, and then went up again. We closed yesterday at 6,038 was the close. I say we. I'm not sure why I always say we, like it's me. It's not me. It's really not me, but I feel like it's me. The buyer stayed in control all day yesterday, as evidenced by us staying above VWAP. The buyer stayed in control all day yesterday. I did a recap video yesterday on my YouTube channel. Let me go see if I can grab it real quick. On my YouTube channel, I did a recap video where I recapped the trades I took yesterday and how I made yesterday using my four trades earlier in the day, all the way up to maybe 1 o'clock. And then after that, we basically used the PDT hack to lock in those profits. After we locked in the profits, we just let the day pass, let time go on into the close. After we locked in those trades, then we're like, yep, we just can chill for the rest of the day, because that 345 volatility on SPX is banana. It's banana. And I want you to go ahead. If you haven't watched it, I'd like for you to, let me see if I can get it pulled up to the main screen. It's probably going to start with, I don't want it to do that. Yep, I knew it was going to do that. It's going to start with some ads, because monetization is on. That's what we do. We turn on the monetization. I want to bring it to the main screen, though, so you can see what I'm talking about. And then I'll grab the link so that way I can put it into the chat. Okay, pause, pickety pause. I'll bring it to the main screen. That way you can see what I see. You can see. This is it. All right. Daily recap, 1,700 in credit spreads. This is all credit spreads on SPX and XSP yesterday. I do these recaps. I try to do them every day. It don't always happen every day, but I try to do them every day. Thanks, Janae. Janae said it was a good recap. I'll put the link here into the comments so you can go watch it. But you're on my channel right now. You can go check out the recap video. I have several of these, but I like to go back and talk about what trades we took through the day and how we're pulling in these profits. Not just me, but my community. And at the beginning of the video, I do share other people's profits, because of course, it would be great if it was just me, but it's even greater. It's even greater when it's my community too. It's not just me. I'm not just taking me on this journey. I'm taking my people too. I'm not just taking myself. I'm taking the folks with me. Everybody who want to go, we all going. Right? If you want to go along with me, we all going. All right. I'm putting the link in the chat if you want to come join us on the journey using SPX and XSP every single day in the membership. We've got alerts, we've got guidance, we've got training. We're hanging out. We're doing some live trading together. Sometimes we get on Zoom. We may get on Zoom today. Our best times is not till this afternoon, but we'll see if we're going to get on Zoom or not. Maybe we'll wait and get on Zoom later. But either way, we get on Zoom a couple times a week where we hang out together and do our trades, right? Anyway, go check out the recap. Consider joining the membership, hanging out with us. We've curated a pretty good community. I think it's pretty good. Listen, TJ got a nice little, meme that includes the Denzel Washington. I'm leaving here with something. TJ every single day. Like, I'm getting something out of this. Every day I'm leaving here with something. Hey, TJ, like, I'm taking some money out of this. TJ will pull her 50 or 100 or $150 every single day. If you $100 a day, if you put $100 a day by just letting time pass, getting you locking in your profits and going on about your day, $100 a day, $500 a week, $2,000 a month, that's another job. That's like a part-time gig. Some of y'all going for part-time jobs. Come in here, get the skill, $100 a day, $500 a week, $2,000 a month. There's your extra job. You ain't even left the house. You ain't even left home. And you got somebody who calling out the trades, and all you got to do is follow the steps. Man, listen. Anyway, back to it. Denise said, I love that meme. I'm leaving here with something. Yeah, I'm leaving here with something. Right. 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, 50. If it's something. If you leave the market with something you didn't come with, then you are up. Right? Then you're up. Anyway, this is what SPX did yesterday. And we had called credit spreads. We had put credit spreads. We locked in those profits throughout the day and went on to the house with them. If we've got a small account, some people are using XSP, which is a one spread. Some people are using SPX. They've got a little bit bigger. Some people just using the $500 or $1,000. Some folks have bigger accounts and they're going with that. Some folks are mixing them both together. Had one member who took home $755 yesterday in profits. He used both SPX and XSP. Many of us, I used both. Over $1,700 in profits yesterday. All right. And all the money add up. But we're after compounding profits, whether it's 25, 50, 100, 120, 150, 190. Y'all, I did a post yesterday that listed all the different people's profits yesterday, and it ranges from $55 all the way up to $1,700 and everything in between. People getting in where they fit in. All the profits is profits. Okay, all the profits is profits. And I know that is not good English, but y'all know what I mean. All the profits is profits. Okay, let's see if I could get the... Okay, here we go. Now, earnings wanted to pop up now, so now we can look at it. I think this is the right one for this week. Nope, it ain't the right one. Come on, in the room. Nope, I need this one. Open up. The earnings whispers. Okay, here we go. Today is Wednesday. Chewy had earnings this morning. Chewy, well, GameStop was yesterday closed. Dave & Buster's, Pet Meds, GitLab or GitLab, Stitch Fix. This morning we've got Chewy, Victoria's Secret, Vera Bradley, SailPoint, and J. Jill. After market close today, we'll have Oracle and Oxford. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have Lovesac, Hooker, and America's Car Mart. Those are all the earnings that are happening here in the short term. Okay, let's go and look at Adam's numbers. We're going to add this to the stage. Add to the stage. Come to the stage, Adam. This is Adam Mancini. Good morning, Casey Martin. Adam is a level-to-level trader of ES futures, so S&P futures. This is what he trades. But because we trade SPX, we utilize his numbers, translate them to SPX, and use them for ourselves. Yes, we do. All right. Yesterday, 8 a.m., I posted 6,009. Yep, you got to learn the PDT hack, Carla. You're right. Reclaim was the long trigger in SPX. Its targets were 6,024, 6,033, 6,042. We got to 6,045 high of the day before dipping overnight and commencing the traps at 6,024. Hold your runners as warned. The plan, CPI is at 830, which already happened. 6,042 is next. Then 6,055, 6,067. If 6,024 fails, then 6,002, 5,995 is below. The gap between ES and SPX is 5 points right now. This gap is going to widen back out when we switch to the new nomenclature, which should be happening, I think, the end of this month. The XSP range for those who trade XSP is 599 to 607. Hey, Tiffany. So if you're trading XSP, that's what range we're looking at. If you're trading SPX, you can always watch Adam over on Twitter or over on X, whichever name it's going by or you using. And you can subtract 5. At this point, he tweets throughout the day. He has a long, extensive newsletter where he goes more in depth into all things ES. It's a very comprehensive newsletter, very detailed. If you're into getting that detailed amount of information, for us at this point, the tweets work for us. But if you want more detailed information, especially if you trade futures, I don't trade futures, but if you trade futures, definitely you might want to look into his newsletter. But just know, okay, let me make this little announcement real quick too. Listen, I don't trade futures. I don't trade crypto. I don't trade Forex. If anybody comes to you into your inbox talking about let me trade for you, that ain't me. If they say let's trade Forex, buy Bitcoin, that ain't me. That ain't me. No, that is not me. I don't trade for anybody. I'm an educator. My whole goal in this lifetime is to educate. I'm not trading for anybody. Okay. So if people come at you talking about let me take your money and trade it, that's not Arlissa. All right. Please report them and go on about your way. Let me know who they are so we can report the fake profiles. That's not me. All right. I'm not coming in anybody's inbox talking about let me trade your money. I don't want that kind of pressure. I don't want that smoke. It's enough pressure to give trade alerts in the membership. That's enough pressure for your girl. It's actually more pressure than I have wanted for a long time. I fought it for a long time. I'm doing it and it's all right, but it's more pressure than most people would want. All right. So no, I'm not trying to trade nobody's money. All right. So that ain't me. I do have a Telegram. I do not have a Discord. I do not do WhatsApp. So if anybody's coming at you with all of that, that's not me either. All right. That's not me. All righty. All righty. That's not me. Report them. Because I guess the good thing is people are trying to mimic, but that ain't me. All right. That ain't me. All right. Let's go on to the rest of our slides. I did put a list up for trades for this week. I sent it to the email list. I put it on all my social media. I actually sent it out on Monday. So if you follow me on social media or you follow me on YouTube or you get my email, you should have seen this list by now, right? I use, as you know, I use Peakbot. I am an influencer. I'm a partner with Peakbot, and I use them for my automated trading of my weekly credit spreads. So I don't enter my credit spreads by myself. I let the automated bot do it for me. This is where automation helps. That way I can focus my mental energies on SPX and XSP all day. I let Peakbot do the weeklies on the other stocks for me. What I do is I select, I go to Peakbot, pay my little $29 a month because that's all it is. It's $29 a month. I select the stocks I want Peakbot to trade for me. Peakbot connects to my broker and it trades only the stocks I selected. It don't just go in there and randomly pick stuff to trade. Okay. Y'all feel me? It don't, the bot doesn't go in picking and doing what it wants to do. No, the bot goes in and trades what I say, and it only enters and exits those trades. It ain't making no random moves. Nobody moves. It don't do all that. The bot only does the stocks I select. It enters those trades at the right time, and then it exits them at the right time. I know exactly how much money I'm putting on them. So if I say I wanted to trade AbbVie, I know it's going to use $250 minus premiums of collateral. That's all it's going to use. So I know exactly how much money it's going to be used on that bot. If I say I want to trade Amazon, it's going to use $250 minus the premiums, period. I know how much money is getting used. If I say I want to do AbbVie and Amazon, it's going to take the $500 minus premiums, and that's all it's going to use. Okay, so I know on the front side how much money is going to be spent. No more than $500 because I'm going to get some premiums back, right? And it does that. It enters the trade. Time passes, and when the trade is ready, it exits the trade. right? So I can pick what stocks I like. Maybe I decide, okay, I want to spend $1,000 on credit spreads this week. I'm gonna go pick 3 or 4, depending on, which, if I want 2.5 or some one spreads, I pick enough to use my $1,000. I tell Peakbot which ones I wanted to do. It enters those trades for me completely hands-free after I've selected them. It enters and exits those trades at the end of the. I can see though what's happening. I still have total control of my platform. I don't give up control of my portfolio. All the bot has done is entered the trade and then exit. I still can do all this up in the middle. So if it enters the trade and I think I'm ready for it to close whenever, I can go close it. It don't take over, right? It just does what I want it to do. So I'll go myself and generally set my close order. I can still see what the trade is doing. I'll set my close order because, again, I'm an active trader, so I can see what's going on, and I'll close them when they're ready, get my buying power back, or I can leave them and let the bot close them. There are many people who I help and assist who just leave them to trade on their own, to close on their own. You can do that too. This allows me to trade weeklies without having to watch, to enter properly, enter at the perfect time. The bot does that for me. All right. If you want to go and be, have this automated working for you, go to peakbot.com/E2T. Okay, let me go back to the comments. You can see it along the bottom. HTTPS. Come on, comments. There we go. peakbot.com/E2T. Now, if you want, if you got some more questions, you can go there and schedule a call. Somebody will call you back and they'll do a call with you, an intro call. But if you use my link there, you can get 50% off. I want to say it's 50% off your first month or something like that, but you can get a discount by using my link. Excuse me. You can get a discount by using my link. All right. This is not the kind of automation we see on TV where the bot goes in and takes over your whole portfolio, spend up all your money on something you didn't want. That is not what happens here. Okay. Please don't think this is like TV. All righty. The bot is only going to trade the thing that you select, and that's all it's doing. It's going to enter your trade and exit your trade, and that's all. Okay. $29 a month is the smallest, is the lowest subscription. You can do the middle. I think the middle one is like $59. But go to that website and take a look. Okay, this is the list. I have a few of these that I've selected for this week, like AbbVie, Amazon. I think I'm doing Google, Home Depot. I think I was in IWM, McDonald's. I'm in McDonald's. I think I'm in some others that are not. Oh, Procter. Am I in Procter & Gamble? I think I've got like 7 or 8 of them that I'm in this week. Some of them have already closed, like, because they entered on Friday. Some of mine have already closed for this week, and some of them are still doing their thing. So it happens every week. It's a rinse and repeat. Like last week, I made $145 using $1,100 of collateral. That's like a 12% return, 12.5% return on my collateral. And all I did was let time pass. I didn't do anything but pick the stock and made 12.5% return on the money just with time passing. I think that's, talk about passive. Hey, hello. Anyway, here's the list. You can, if you're interested in some of these, look at the stocks. You can look at these stocks. Good thing about Peakbot too is Peakbot has a watch list, and it does have in that watch list every day. That watch list updates every 5 minutes. And if you want some credit spreads, you can actually look at that watch list and enter credit spreads throughout the week if you like as well. And Wednesday is always a good day to enter credit spreads for that same Friday because you don't have that much time decay. That much time left in the week, and you really could put your money out on Wednesday and have it expire on Friday and still be in good shape. Okay. So go check it out. One-on-one coaching. Oh, I've had some really good one-on-one coaching sessions here recently. I love doing these. If you're part of my membership, you get a one-on-one coaching session included in your membership. So those who are members, you get to do that. You get your one-on-one coaching sessions in the membership. Those are great because I get to see where people are, what they really are looking for in their membership, right? But I also had ones, there are people who sign up who are not in my membership, and they sign up because they just want to fine tune their trading, or they've got some questions about things that are going on in their trading. Some of the time they end up in the membership because they realize that what they're looking for is inside the membership. Sometimes it's just, they want something helping in, they want some help with their strategy or help with what they're doing, and we help guide and direct that too. You can find that over at my website. You can go sign up for one-on-one educator2trader.com. You can sign up for one-on-one coaching, and that's over there. Okay, let's see. We got 15 more minutes, and I believe I want to go back to the indices before. Oh, last thing before I go back to those is I got some people who really want to be able to do what we're doing in the membership, but their knowledge level isn't there yet. So we're opening up E2T University. E2T University. It's going to be where we're starting from the basics, and we're going to take you all the way up through all the things you need to know to get yourselves ready to be a master trader. We're starting from the beginning, and we're going to teach you the basics, charting, technical analysis, options, how to trade options, so on and so forth. Now, I will teach you how to trade options as a seller, because that's what I am, is a seller. I know how to buy options. I know what's included to buy option. But that's not what I teach. I teach sellers. We teach all the stuff up there. And when you get to the top, to finish senior level, if you decide you'd rather go buy options, at least you'll have all the foundation you need to go do that. But I'm going to teach you how to be a seller of options, because, of course, I believe that selling is better. Selling is better. Sellers are better. That's my thoughts. I feel like sellers are better. So I will teach you how to do that. But keep your eyes open for those who are wanting to learn. At E2T University will be coming. It's going to be opening this year, in the next couple months, most likely. I'm working on it now. It's already worked up. I just got to get it. Now we got to promote it so we get a good little cohort of people who are starting E2T University and all ready to go when it opens up, because I want to make sure I got a good cohort of people who are ready. So keep your eyes peeled for E2T University coming soon. Okay, let's go look at the charts before we close up our call. All righty, let's go look at SPY first. Where is SPY here in the pre-market? 603 is where SPY closed yesterday. It is currently at 604.38. Looks like there's going to be a little bit of a gap open this morning. That little pop on inflation from the inflation data is translating into SPY, which makes sense. SPX popped and SPY will too. 603.03 is where it closed yesterday. Currently at 604.32. May be a gap up open. I can take this gap off. That was yesterday's gap. Yesterday's open, pre-market open, but that candle that dropped in there closed it right on up yesterday. Okay, that's where SPY is right now, 604.40. Let's go look at triple Q. Triple Q closed yesterday at 534.28. It is currently at 534.89, so about $1.50. It is up right now. It went up as high as 537.50. Looks like it wants to march up, going on up there again. So for those who are trading triple Q, no, Ward, you weren't the first this morning. You slow on the uptake, and I've been missing you in that chat. I don't know where you've been, but I've been wondering where you've been. IWM closed yesterday at 214, currently at 215.85. Got another gap up opening. So, if you're trading these indices, keep this in mind. We're probably going to gap up, but y'all already know, I've already had that talk about every time these indices gap up, they like to fill their gap. They like to fill their gap. They like to fill their gap. Yes. Okay. I'm just telling you, they like to fill their gap. Alrighty. So those are the indices. Those are the indices for this morning. Probably going to be a gap up open, as I said. As usual, I wanted to remind you once again to trade the chart and not your heart. You need to trade what you see, baby. Trade what you see, because that's what's real. What's in your heart? The heart is exceedingly wicked, the Bible says. It will definitely fool you. I'm following my heart. No, don't follow that, because your heart will have you going the wrong way sometimes. Okay, so trade what you see. Trade what you see. We were having this whole. I was gonna go there. I'm gonna go there about the whole conversation about sometimes people see stuff and be like, I can't believe. Well, there's signs. When you see stuff and after the fact you find out somebody betrayed you or did this or that, generally there were signs that we ignored because we didn't want to see it. Generally, there's signs that we ignore because we don't want to see it. And we really want to believe the good in people. Most of us do. That's our general nature. But usually there are signs. There are signs. Okay. So trade your chart, not your heart. We've got mugs over there at my Etsy shop. $8.98 is the price. bit.ly/MEL capital INSP. Will, you know I'm right, Pastor Will. You know I'm right. The heart is exceedingly wicked. You better follow the word and follow the spirit. Don't be talking, I'm following my heart. No, do not. The heart is loaded with wickedness. Because well, let me drink my coffee before I start preaching, because that is not what this call is for. And I need to close it up so that way we can be ready for the market to open, because I will go down that rabbit hole. And nope, that is not what we're here for this morning. 3 things to check before you trade. Go over to the free resources area. I got some free resources for you if you like stuff for the free, which most people do. Like stuff for the free. E2T-freebies.com. Go over. There's all kind of free stuff over there, but go over there and check that out. Okay. Okay, next slide. If you haven't followed me on LinkedIn yet, please do that. Most of y'all are already on LinkedIn, just got to follow me. But there is some good information coming out on LinkedIn. I'm telling you, I be reading my own stuff on LinkedIn like, oh, this is good. This good over here on LinkedIn. This information, the vibe on LinkedIn is different. Very educational. You know, Facebook, you got to hit it quick. Twitter, you got to hit it quick. But see, LinkedIn, you can put a little more meat on the bone because you got room for that. Different audience there. So if you're not following me on LinkedIn, please go ahead and do that. I'm put the link here. I know I'm thinking some of these links are clickable. When y'all are in the chat, are they clickable? I hope they're clickable when y'all be in these chats. Anyway, go over there and follow me on LinkedIn, educator-2-trader over on LinkedIn. Y'all already over there. And I know people be all in your inbox on LinkedIn trying to get you to hang out with them. It happens to me all the time. I do realize that, but y'all go ahead and follow over on LinkedIn. Let's do our declaration as we land the plane. I declare I'm a great trader, a successful trader, and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses and my account is growing steadily. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I am a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. I trade the chart and not my heart. Okay, we trade in with the plan and not the emotions. Whew. Sometimes that's difficult. I'm telling you. I know. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen, amen, amen. All righty. So we have done as the Lord has commanded, and yet there is room. There is all kinds of stuff we have learned today. We've got about 6 minutes before the market opens. 6 minutes, Dougie Fresh, and we're on. Okay, on. Y'all trade. Remember, you sellers don't have to jump in right away. We do look at all the things that are happening. We're checking out what's going on. We get a good lay of the land. And when we've got good information, then we strike. Remember, 1 o'clock is the 10-year bond auction. So whatever you're going to trade, just keep in mind that at 1 o'clock, we're going to have that bond auction. And actually 120, 130, and 235 is our best times this month. I put that in our chat. So we're going to do 2 things this morning, maybe 3. We're going to stay green. We're going to get this money, and we're going to have a great green day. All right. I will see you all in the market. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.